Hello everyone and welcome back to KORR Monsters. This time we are in Las Vegas, Nevada for KORR Monsters Final 7 Racing. To start off, we'll take a look at our lineup for this show. We'll be starting off with Zach Preston in Cottonmouth, Gene Martin in the brand new Glazed and Confused, Harper Ray in Loud Pedal, Nico Brock in Grim Fate, Herbert Miller in Airborne Assault, our 2000 Racing Champion Trip Cassidy in Safety Clean, Ed Jenkins in Bolt Hill, Adam Bell in Sassy Child, Will Baldwin in Snowcat, Todd Yates in Doggone Crazy, Greg Easton in Monkey Business, our 2003 Racing Champion Lonnie Hall in Rambunctious, Damon Newton in Comedic Gaskets, our 2004 Racing Champion Randall Boone in Rat Trap 3, our 2002 Racing Champion Mike Maxwell in Tonka, our reigning Racing Champion Kinsley Parks in Sunoco, our 2000 Freestyle Champion Christian Holt in Busted Knuckles, our 2003 Freestyle Champion Mark Moody in Before It Breaks Car Parts, our two-time Freestyle Champion Opal Baxter in Reckless Red, and then rounding out our field we have Jack Schroeder in Try Me, our two-time and defending Freestyle Champion. Now moving on to the bracket, this is a 20-truck field, so we have 4 trucks that have already advanced into round number 2. Those 4 trucks are Sunoco, Snowcat, Busted Knuckles, and Doggone Crazy. Now as for round 1 of racing, our matchups are going to start us off with Tonka going up against Comedic Gaskets, Before It Breaks Car Parts going up against Sassy Child, Reckless Red going up against Monkey Business, Bolt Hill going up against Loud Pedal. Then on the other side of the bracket, we have Rat Trap going up against Safety Clean. Battle of the teammates there. Cottonmouth going up against Glazed and Confused. Grim Fate going up against Rambunctious. And then we'll end off round 1 of racing with Try Me going up against Airborne Assault. Now for our first race, Comedic Gaskets going up against Tonka. Lights out, away they go. Down Thunder Alley. Into the stadium, looks pretty even at the line the first time by. Comedic Gaskets, much wilder turn. Coming to the line though, it's going to be Comedic Gaskets getting the win over Mike Maxwell and Tonka. Next up, we have Sassy Child going up against Before It Breaks Car Parts. Brand new look on that truck as these trucks head down Thunder Alley. Into the stadium, looking pretty close. Once again, B4 goes very wide in the turn, though. Sassy Child not quite as wide. Coming to the line, though. It's going to be Before It Breaks Car Parts getting the run out of the turn to pick up the win in round 1. Because now we have Monkey Business going up against Reckless Red. Monkey Business a little better on the tree than Opal. Coming into the stadium, looks like maybe a slight advantage for Reckless Red. Monkey Business with a good turn. Reckless Red goes wide. Monkey Business is going to get the win, but Reckless Red goes up and over. Got some damage to that truck, but it should be good for freestyle. As next up, Loud Pedal going up against Bolt Hill. Both trucks leaving almost the same time there. Into the stadium, who has an advantage? Again, too close to call. Coming to the line, going into round number 2 is going to be Loud Pedal picking up the win over Bolt Hill. Is next up, Battle of the Teammates, Safety Clean and Rat Trap 3. Safety Clean, new look and a much better start than Rat Trap. Into the stadium, Rat Trap with the advantage. It's all going to come down to this turn. Safety Clean goes a little wide. Coming to the line, it's going to be Rat Trap picking up the win over his teammate in Safety Clean. Battle of the former racing champions, and that was a great race, as now we have the debut of Glazed and Confused going up against Cottonmouth. Coming down Thunder Alley. Who's it going to be? Cottonmouth always really strong here. It's the first time Gene Martin's ever been to Las Vegas. And Gene Martin and Glazed and Confused gets the upset win on Zach Preston in Cottonmouth. So only one Team Rat Trap truck going on into round number 2, as now we have Rambunctious going up against Grim Fate. And Rambunctious absolutely trees Nico, Brock, and Grim Fate. And Rambunctious with a monstrous lead going into the turn. Grim Fate going wide, not going to help his situation, as Lonnie Hall and Rambunctious gets an easy win into round number 2. The big Hemi in the back of that Dodge putting in work here, as now we have our last race of round 1. Airborne Assault going up against Try Me. Try Me, another special paint this year. He's got a split paint for his 10-year anniversary. The OG green on the right and the flames on the left. Coming around the turn, who's it going to be? At the line, it's going to be Jack Schroeder and Try Me, picking up the win over Airborne Assault, heading into round number 2. And now for our round 2 matchups, we'll be having Sunoco go up against Cometic Gaskets. Busted Knuckles go up against B4 Breaks Car Parts. Monkey Business going up against Loud Pedal. Snowcat going up against Rat Trap 3. Doggone Crazy going up against Glazed and Confused. And then we'll be ending off round 2 of racing with Rambunctious going up against Try Me. First race of round number 2 on the line. Waiting on that green light, and away they go. Cometic Gaskets a little better on the tree than Kinsley Parks and Sunoco. Coming into the stadium, Sunoco has the advantage by about half a truck over Cometic Gaskets. Coming to the line, it's going to be Kinsley Parks and Sunoco picking up the win going into round number 3. Next up, B4 Breaks Car Parts going up against Busted Knuckles. And Busted Knuckles with a good light coming down Thunder Alley. Who has the advantage so far? It looks like B4 Breaks Car Parts as we go into the final turn. Busted Knuckles, nice tight turn. B4 getting the run, come to the line. It's going to be B4 Breaks Car Parts using that slingshot move in the turns to pick up the win once again. As now we have Loud Pedal going up against Monkey Business. And Monkey Business a little quicker on the tree that time. Into the stadium. Looks like a slight advantage maybe to Monkey Business. Into the turns, both trucks go a little wide. At the line though, it's going to be Loud Pedal picking up the win. Going on into round number 3. As now we have Rat Trap 3 going up against Snowcat. And Snowcat almost picture perfect on the tree. Goes flying down the track. Rat Trap has the advantage. But Snowcat just lays on the Loud Pedal coming out of the turn, and Snowcat picks up the win going into round number 3 using all of the Hemi in the back of that truck. As now we have Glazed and Confused going up against Doggone Crazy. Coming out of Thunder Alley, who has the advantage? Looks like Glazed and Confused maybe has about a half truck on Doggone Crazy. Great turns from both trucks. Come to the line though. It's going to be Glazed and Confused just edging out Doggone Crazy for the win. As now for our last race of round number 2, we have Try Me going up against Rambunctious. And Rambunctious cuts a great tree on Try Me. Coming into the stadium, Rambunctious, almost a full truck length advantage, goes wide in the turn. Stands on it, and it'll be a round 2 win for Rambunctious going into the next round. Unfortunately, all the Team Try Me trucks are out now going into round number 3. As we take a look at our bracket, it'll be Sunoco going up against B4 Breaks Car Parts, Loud Pedal going up against Snowcat, and then Glazed and Confused going up against Rambunctious. And being there's only 6 trucks in this round, we will be taking a fast loser going into the semifinals. Now for our first race of round number 3, B4 and Sunoco on the line. And B4 Breaks Car Parts got the jump on the line. Coming down Thunder Alley into the stadium, Sunoco got a sizable advantage there. Coming to the line, it looks like it's all Kinsley Parks and Sunoco going into the semifinals once again. Can she go back-to-back here at KORR Monsters Final 7 in racing? So now we have Snowcat and Loud Pedal on the line. And Snowcat cutting another good light. coming into the stadium. Who has the advantage? It looks like Snowcat, but not by a whole lot. Coming to the line, and it's going to be Loud Pedal just edging out Snowcat. Snowcat, a lot of acceleration, not a lot of speed, and it's going to bite him here. As now we have Rambunctious going up against Glazed and Confused. Last race of this round. Great reaction time from both drivers. And Rambunctious again has the advantage going into the turn. Goes really wide though. Glazed and Confused keeps it tight. Come to the line. It's going to be Rambunctious with the slingshot move to get the round 3 win and go in the semifinals. As we now take a look at the bracket for the semifinals, it'll be Sunoco going up against Fast Loser Snowcat, and then Loud Pedal going up against Rambunctious. Now first matchup of the semifinals. Snowcat going up against Sunoco. Sunoco almost red lights. And Snowcat slept a little bit in comparison. Into the stadium. Sunoco, sizable lead. Multiple truck lengths. Beautiful turn. Snowcat's all over the place. Easy win for Kinsley Parks and Sunoco going into the finals in back-to-back years. Now, who is she going up against? Rambunctious or Loud Pedal? And away they both go. Lonnie Hall has not been to the championship race since he won it in 2003. Can he go once again? Or will it be Loud Pedal? Come to the line. Rambunctious went wide again, and it's going to be Rambunctious passing Loud Pedal in the air for the win, going to the finals. Now, both these trucks are running hot, so we're going to have a little bit of a break here real quick for the debut of Ward Clayton and Buster, the 4th Team Try Me truck coming out, putting on a little bit of a freestyle here for everyone while we let those two trucks get cooled down for the championship race. Buster coming out, going right into some donuts. Buster on the old doggone crazy chassis. And Ward Clayton, longtime mechanic for the team. Even before that team expanded to 2 trucks, he was there working on these trucks. Helped Jack and Todd build them from the ground up. And he's no rookie to driving. This is the first time we're seeing him drive, but he's been driving elsewhere. He's driven Doggone Crazy and Grim Fade a few times. So he's no slouch behind the wheel. So he goes after that bus stack. Gonna go through our turning poles there. Looks like he's gonna air it out off the racing lane. Gets some pretty good air off of that. It's Ward Clayton putting on quite the show here for a little bit of a break in the action. Gets a good little skywheel on the backside of the blue lane. Lining up for the big jump in the middle. And lands it beautifully on the downside of the cars. What a move there from Ward Clayton in the brand new Buster. Gets some great air going over that garbage truck, taking out more of the turning poles. And now another set of donuts at the top end of the track. It looks like he's going to park it up on top of the buses. Say hello to the fans. Give them a quick rev of the engine. As now we get ready for the racing finals here for KORR Monster 7. Sunoco going up against Rambunctious. We are having our first ever repeat racing champion. Who's it going to be? Down Thunder Alley. Halfway point of the race. Dead heat. Sunoco goes wide. Rambunctious goes wide. Who's going to get the better run out of the turn? Come to the line. Lonnie Hall in Rambunctious is your 2006 KORR Monsters Racing Champion. Our first ever 2-time racing champion. Got that first one back in 2003 driving Cottonmouth. Got the opportunity to drive this Dodge-backed truck when they entered the sport just 2 years ago. And now he has another racing championship with them. But that will do it for us here tonight. Tune in next week for KORR Monsters Final 7 Racing. And as always, be sure to follow us on Instagram to keep up to date with everything behind the scenes. And let us know down below in the comment section what you thought of this show. And be sure to tune in next week, once again, for KORR Monsters Final 7 Freestyle. We'll see you then.